What does it mean to be a woman? What does it mean to be a wife? In the Garden of Eden, we see a clear object lesson that God formed man from the dust of the ground. But it is only when the breath of life was breathed into that form, that structure, that shape of man, did he become a living soul. That breath of life illustrates what it means to be a woman, because woman was created in the image of God in the same way that man was created in the image of God. And in Genesis chapter 1 verse 27, we read that God created man in his own image. In the image of God created he him, male and female created he them. So God created both male and female in his image. So both man and woman are collectively created in the image of God. It's not that man was created in the image of God and then woman was created in the image of man. Both man and woman, they are two different expressions of the image of God. And when they are united together in marriage, together they illustrate the creative power of God. And you will see that man is good at creating things, but it is the woman that would be able to give life to it. Man is good at planting seeds, but the woman is the one that nurtures life and growth into that seed. Man can shape and form and establish structures or ideals, but it is the woman, it is the wife that gives life, beloved. The union of man and woman in marriage is the synergistic expression of creative life. So that marital union, that family unit is a life-giving unit, beloved. It's the nucleus of society. It's the nucleus of civilization. This is how we create, this is how we promote, and this is how we sustain life. And it is only through this fashion that the order of civilization continues, beloved, in a sustainable, replicatable form. And what is even more profound about the role of the woman who is wife in the creative construct of the family is when it is said in Genesis chapter 2 verse 18, and the Lord God said, "It is not good that the man should be alone. I will make him an helpmeet for him." And so Eve was not given to Adam for the simple companionship's sake. She had her individual purpose. So the function, the structure, the position of a wife comes with a specific individual purpose. And so she is called by God. She is defined by God as a helpmeet. And when you are defined by God as a helpmeet, it helps you to understand your purpose, your reason for living, your reason for existing, beloved. But what does this word helpmeet mean? What does this phrase mean? It means to succor. It means to succor, beloved. So what now does the word succor mean? Succor means aid. It means help. It means a helping hand. It means assistance. It means ministration. So the purpose of the woman, the purpose of the wife in the confines of marriage, beloved, is to be a helpmeet, a help, a aid, a helping hand, assistance, ministration, comfort, ease, relief, support, guidance. This is why women have inbuilt intuitive capacities, sometimes disguised as feelings, but it is for guidance, beloved. It is for guidance. This is what succor means. It means backative in the Jamaican parlance, or it means backing. It means aid, help, to render assistance to lend, to be of service to minister to, care for, comfort, bring comfort to, bring relief, support, supportive of, sustain, protect, take care of, look after, attend to, serve, wait on. So while the husband is the champion of the marriage, the servant of the marriage, the wife is his support, is his help, is his personal help in helping him to do what he is supposed to do, which is serve. So we have both persons occupying the specific role of servant, helping the other one to serve. So as she serves him, that he may be able to serve the family. And it's a synergistic cycle of service to each other, beloved. This is the construct of the marital union of family. So while the husband is the champion and the hero and the representative and the flag bearer and the agitator for and the advocate for the marriage, for the family, and the provider for the marriage and for the family, it's the woman that helps him maintain his position in order to be all of that, beloved. And in Genesis chapter 3 verse 20 it says, and Adam called his wife's name Eve because she was the mother of all living. And the word Eve actually means life or life giver. So after God, the next name that is mentioned in the trophic level of life is woman, beloved. So God is the source of life. He is the giver of life. And marriage and the family encapsulate this synergistic creative power of God in the form of a union between man and woman. And a woman is responsible for supporting, succoring, and giving life. A man can shape and form and carve out a civilization, but only a woman can give life to it and preserve that civilization. God intended, beloved, that Eve would give life to the work and purpose of Adam. God intends that the wife would be the life giver to her husband, who is the champion of the marriage. A woman and a wife is the foundation of civilization. It's the foundation of the family life. The purpose of the wife in marriage, beloved, is to give life, support, minister to her husband, her marriage, and her family. When he is her champion and he fights valiantly for his family, she renews his strength. So she is in a position to give life to him or take life from him. She's in a position to help him to reach his highest potential or prevent him from reaching his highest potential. That power is actually in the hands of the wife. And this is one of the reasons why I personally respect Michelle Obama. And she was asked if she was not married to Barack Obama, who would she be married to? She said the President of the United States of America, because she recognized that within her was the ability to nurture a man to such an extent that he would be able to reach his highest and fullest potential as a human being. This is the power of a wife. This is the purpose of a woman, and there's no greater purpose. And this is why in Proverbs chapter 31 it says, who can find a virtuous woman? For her price is far above rubies. A virtuous woman, beloved, is one who recognizes her power, her purpose, her potential, and her value as an individual to civilization, and she knows how to maintain her position and her power as a woman, because she recognizes that a woman is completely, utterly, and absolutely irreplaceable to civilization and to the very fabric of reality. She recognizes that she is a life giver and there is no replacement for her. And in today's society, women are trying to be replaced, but they are not able to be replaced because the very fabric of reality is contingent upon the very existence of a woman. Who can can find a virtuous woman, for her price is far above rubies. The heart of her husband doth safely trust in her, so that he shall have no need of spoil. Why? Because she is a life giver. She will do him good and not evil all the days of her life. She seeketh wool and flax, and worketh willingly with her hands. She is like the merchant ships. She bringeth her food from far. She is a support. She is a life giver, beloved. She riseth also while it is yet night, and giveth meat to her household, and a portion to her maidens. She considereth a field, and buyeth it with the fruit of her hands. She planteth a vineyard. She is not a trophy. She is a giver of life. She is to be valued as an engine of creativity and a generator of potential. She girdeth her loins with strength, and strengtheneth her arms. She perceiveth that her merchandise is good. Her candle goeth not out by night. She is industrious, beloved, and she is determined till she receives the very desires of her heart, and she gets her expected outcomes. She layeth her hands to the spindle, and her hands hold the distaff. She stretcheth out her hand to the poor, yea, she reacheth forth her hands to the needy. She is full of compassion. She is not afraid of the snow for her household are clothed with scarlet. She has that confidence because she knows that she is industrious, and she has been supporting her husband in his endeavors to provide for her family, and she has been doing her bit and playing her position, recognizing her individuality. But do you see, are you realizing how broad and how deep her individuality is? Do you see how versatile she is, beloved? This is a woman. She is not afraid of the snow for her household, for all her household are clothed with scarlet. She maketh herself coverings of tapestry. Her clothing is silk and purple. Her husband is known in the gates. When he sitteth among the elders of the land, she maketh fine linen and selleth it, and delivereth girdles unto the merchant. She is not just one thing. She's not just a mother nurturing children. She nurtures life itself, beloved. She does more than one thing because she has the ability to do so. She does not confine herself. She recognizes her worth, her value, and her potential. And because she recognizes her worth, her value, and her potential, she is able to recognize the worth, the value, and the potential of her husband and her children and others. Strength and honor are her clothing, and she shall rejoice in time to come. She openeth her mouth with wisdom, and in her tongue is the law of kindness. She looketh well to the ways of her household, and eateth not the bread of idleness. She protects her kingdom at home, while her husband goes out and fight for the kingdom abroad. Her children arise up and call her blessed, her husband also, and he praiseth her. Many daughters have done virtuously, but thou excelleth them all. Favor is deceitful, and beauty is vain, but a woman that feareth the Lord shall be praised, because she recognizes that she is walking in the footsteps of God in being a life giver. Give her of the fruit of her hands, and let her own works praise her in the gates. This is the virtuous woman, and this is why Proverbs 14 verse 1 said, every wise woman buildeth her house, but the foolish plucketh it down with her hands. A virtuous woman builds her house. She builds up her husband, and she builds up her kingdom. And this is why in Proverbs 12 verse 4 it is said, a virtuous woman is a crown to her husband. And this is why in Proverbs chapter 18 verse 22 it says, whoso findeth a wife findeth a good thing, and obtaineth favor of the Lord. Why? Because she is a life giver, and everybody needs life. This is the Word of Life with Andre Knight.